Oh man, I'm good. Hey guys, what's up? AWA Aaron Order. What's up? How are you all doing today? Doing today, man? Oh, okay, Patrick. What's up? I hope you're all doing horribly good. Horribly good, that's the word. Welcome to the AWO Aaron Order channel. Got a couple new subs for the last few days. I appreciate it. Welcome new subs, whoever you are. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, please. I do appreciate the new subs to my channel. All right, always. Always. And if you're always checking out the channel for the first time, make sure to sub. And, right? So, and also new for current subs, smash the like button down below. Smash the like button down below. And if you want, join membership. Join membership if you want. Members is not that expensive, okay? Not that expensive. If you want to join membership, there's a couple tiers. The second tier is not much more expensive than the first tier, so that's always a blessing. Hello Sideways. I'd like to welcome Sideways to the chat. We got a lot of things to talk about today. Well, DC side of things. We're gonna talk DC. Yeah, this is mainly a DC show. Okay, mainly a DC show because we're getting a lot of news in the DCU world that we're going to talk about. Returning to today and yesterday, basically obviously I did some videos on some DC news from today and yesterday, but I haven't done everything on DC news and video. But I haven't done a stream. That's why we're doing the stream today to get caught up. To get caught up in all this DCU news, James Gunn news, Clayface news, Batman news, Matt Reeves news, Superman news, I don't know, whatever. DCU news, okay? Okay? What's the title of this? Clayface has his lead. TJ's here. How come TJ, why is Tony not doing a stream today? He usually does a stream today. Alright? I don't know, that's weird. He's not doing a stream today. Okay. Also, guys, yeah, there's a couple videos there's a couple videos by certain YouTubers that are already in my potential videos I'm going to track next Sunday. Okay, this upcoming Sunday for my detracting stream, my weekly attraction stream. There's a couple videos that's on my list. I'm keeping track of that I possibly as a candidate to detract track Sunday. Oh yeah, because TJ. Yeah, okay. So okay, TJ. What happens is with Tony, right? Since he created two new channels, right? Two new channels. So he wants to stream on those channels, obviously, right? So if you create a new channel, if you want to stream on it, you have to wait 24 hours. It's not StreamYard or this or Restream. It's on YouTube's end. You have to wait 24 hours. That's how it goes. So yeah. Right? So just has to wait 20. So that's what happens when you create a new channel. You have to wait 20, and you want to stream on it. You have to wait 24 hours. That's a YouTube thing, not StreamYard or Restream, or it's a YouTube thing. Just a YouTube thing. So yeah. So he should be fine tomorrow. But I know he's not going to do a gaming stream tomorrow. That's what he says in his the post, right? He's not doing a gaming stream tomorrow. He'll be doing it Sunday. He'll be fine by Sunday. He'll be able to stream his gaming stream on Sunday. All right. Now, I don't know how many people are here yet. So I still get a big of a crowd later, a little bit later on. Yeah, exactly, TJ. Yeah, I know. So okay, I invited Blind on if he wants to join. Don't know if he's going to join or not. I'm not 100% sure if Blind is going to join. So I send anyway. I always send him invites automatically. Okay, I'm gonna invite Degrassi on if he wants to come on. Okay, if Degrassi wants to come on, that is. But we're here to talk DCU, all this news. Okay, we're gonna get things up. Clayface. We're not gonna look at deadline. We're gonna look at. Let's look at the rap. The rap who broke it. Okay. 11 hours ago. The rap is the one who broke it, so that's the article we're going to pull up. I'm going to pull up, actually. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Guys. Today, we finally got our lead for Clayface. No announcement of San Diego Comic Con. No announcement of Clayface San Diego Comic Con. Just randomly out today, we got our announcement of Clayface. Who is going to be playing the shape-shifting Batman villain Clayface in the upcoming Clayface movie for the DCU that comes out next year. We finally got our answer today, all right, to that question. Who is going to lead? Who is the main lead of the movie? Which actor? Okay. Now, some of you would say Kieran Culkin and others, right? Well, it's neither of those two. Okay, it's neither of those guys. It's not a really well established actor that we know of that's in the public eye, in the public spotlight. Like, so it's gonna be a horror movie. But we know who Clayface is, the actor. Let's pull this article up. The rap is the one that broke this earlier today, because I remember that with the rap. And we're gonna find out which Clayface he's possibly going to be playing. And it might surprise you guys. It might surprise you which Clayface he's playing. If you watched my video earlier today, I spoiled that. But in this stream, in this article, it'll tell you which Clayface he potentially could be playing. And the reasons why I can see why they'd be portraying this particular Clayface. Okay? This version of Clayface. Okay? So yeah, DC Studios Clayface find its lead in Tom Rice Harris. Harris, is that his last name? I'm sorry if I'm botching his name. I apologize if I botched his name. Okay. This is not the Carlo version. You'll be surprised. Okay. So, Welsh actor, not a Scottish actor, not from Finbar's neck of the woods. I'm sorry. I love making fun of Finbar sometimes. Okay. So, Welsh actor Tom Rice here is set to star in the title role of Clayface for the DCU studios. The rap has learned. Okay. So, I don't know much about this actor. I'm just going to be give us more a little bit more detail about the actor down below. James Watkins, who directed last year's remake of the Danish thriller Speak No Evil for Universal, is set to direct. Yes, that's confirmed. Screenwriter Hussein Amini is best known for scripting 2011's Drive, wrote the most recent draft of Clayface. Mike Flanagan wrote the previous draft of the script. The film, interesting here, guys, the film will be produced by Matt Reeves and Lynn Harris, with production commencing this fall. So this means production is scheduled to start in fall, and Matt Reeves is a producer on it. It's going to be, while doing Batman, he's going to be a producer on this because the Batman side of the DCU, not just the DCU, but the Batman, just the Batman character IP, anything related to Batman, they're putting Matt Reeves in a lot of control over Batman. A lot of the, not just his universe, but the animated series and the Batman side of things at DCU. They trust Matt Reeves with Batman in the DCU, whether it's a producer or not, or a writer or whatever, as a director, it doesn't matter. They just trust him with Batman stuff. Basically, they're like, Matt, we highly believe in you. We want you to focus on. We want you to be part. We want you to be responsible in the creative force behind the Batman lore of the DCU. That's basically it. Okay. That's basically it. Okay. Now let's continue reading the article. Known as one of Batman's most unique villains in his Rose Gods, Clayface originally introduced in the vintage DC Comics as Basil Carlo, a horror movie actor who went mad. He later gained the ability to shapeshift and transform his body to any form, turning himself into living clay. Now here's the catch, guys. Here's the catch. It looks like it's not gonna be that version. It's not gonna be Basil Carlo, because according to an insider, the Matt Hagen version of the character will appear in the film. Okay? Yeah, Matt Reeves understands Batman well. So why would he use a Matt Hagen character instead of Basil Carlo? Well, Mike Flanagan came out recently while promoting the Life of Chuck movie, the Tom Hiddleston movie, right? That he directed, right? So during the promotions and all of that, during interviews and all of the promoting that film, right? He gave an update about, he talked about the Clayface movie, as he was asked that question about the Clayface movie, and what inspired to write his draft of the Clayface movie. It eventually got greenlit. He specifically said the two-part episode of Clayface in the animated series is the reason why he decided to do a draft for a Clayface movie. Now, the two-part episode in the animated series was Clayface's origin story. His how Matt Hagen became Clayface. Two-part episode. Okay, that's his inspiration. Because I remember, I watched every single episode of the animated series, and I know specifically those Matt Hagen's origin story, Clayface's origin story, was a two-parter, and Mike Flanagan clearly watched the show. I think that's freaking obvious. And that's inspired him to write this Clayface movie. So it makes sense why it will be Matt Hagen. It'll probably be a little similar to the animated series with some changes. I mean, the new writer has maybe some changes to the original draft, right? Yeah, he is the second Clayface. Yeah, that is the second Clayface. That's not what they're doing here, man. I think that's what they're doing with this Clayface. I think they're keeping the. I think that's not what he's doing here. Okay, that's not what Mike Flanagan is doing. He's doing it from the animated series. This Clayface is more inspired from the animated series. Um, It's not going to be. He's not going to be a treasure hunter. It's going to be an animated series version because that's what he said in an interview. Always looking for. Always make sure to check the interviews with or information, whatever. All right. I'm busy, a little busy right now. Don't worry. I'll even put him in there. Oh, all right. There we go. Okay, okay. All right. So yeah. So I'm gonna get this clip. Close the player. I'm gonna finish reading the article. Okay. I'm gonna finish reading the article for you guys. By the way, if I'm a little distracted, it's because I'm watching the NHL Stanley Cup, and it's the final. Might be the final game of the Stanley Cup if Florida wins here. So I'm a little distracted right now. But I'm doing the stream, but I'm gonna try to continue finishing this. The character recently made an appearance last summer on Reeves' executive produced Batman the Cape Crusader. It will make an appearance in the upcoming multi episode Max Creature Commandos cartoon. Well, actually, already made an appearance on Creature Commandos. Zaki TJ, yeah, TJ. That's what I'm saying. That's what Matt Flanagan is basing this on. Is the TV version, the one most people are used to. I would say. Clayface was a staple in the hit Batman anime series from the '90s. The character was rumored to be part. The character was rumored to be part Reeves of the upcoming Batman Part 2, but DC Studios co-chief shut down the social media. Well, here's the thing: if you watch the Ping one, the woman that Penguin sees, the prostitute that Penguin sees, her name is Eve Carlo, and she kind of has disguises. She's basically an Easter egg of Clayface. Clayface, just a female version, basically. And there have been female versions of Clayfaces before in the past, but she's basically gender bend Bastille Carlo. But according to reports that she's not going to become Clayface in the Batman universe, the Matt Reeves universe. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but yeah, it was a huge hit in the Batman animated series. Which this origins of the it seems the origins of this Clayface will be awesome. Remember, this is gonna be a tragic. This is gonna be a tragic downfall of this actor. This actor, right? This actor desperate after being involved in an accident on set. It might be from Creature Commandos. We don't know. It might be from Creature Commandos. It's a good question. But this is remember, there's a Clayface. It's a tragic story. If it's like the anime series, he has a tragic accident on set which completely destroys his face. And you know, most people need a face for their careers, right? His face is badly damaged, like really, really badly damaged. And remember, he was also some clay cream forever for favors that would fix his face in his career, right? Obviously, that cream, whatever that was, obviously modified, changed the structure of his DNA, his cell structure, and that's what they're going here. Let's continue this because this article is almost over. More about the actor who's going to portray Clayface. Uh, Tom Wright Harris. Is that his name? Yeah. Wright Harris most recently starred in last year's The Return, alongside Ralph Fiennes and Juliette Binoche. So the return, the return is a Greeks is a movie based on the Odyssey, actually a version of the Odyssey. Okay. Also, other credits include 2021's Kandahar and 2019's A Gentleman. He is rep by UTA and the Curse Group in the UK. Makes sense. He's British. He would go with a British agency. Okay. Okay. Since nobody's on stream, since Blind is not here, I'll talk about this. And I gotta go bathroom, guys. I really do. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. I'm sorry I had to go bathroom. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I had to go bathroom. Now my thoughts on this. I don't know much about the actor. It seems like they're going with somebody not well known. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not talked about a lot. Anyways. Membership gifting today. Okay. I'm sorry. I really had to go. So who's getting membership gifting this? Deke Studios, Trable, and Taladia. Oh, Degrassi's a member. Oh, Degrassi. I don't think you're here, but you're a member. So we got Taladia, Treybone, Geek Studios. I haven't seen him well. Tim, I know Tim. And Degrassi. Wow. All right. So I don't know much about this actor. I'm sure you guys don't know much about this actor. I didn't know. I did not know him from The Return. Okay. But it seems like, according to James Gunn, they were blown away by his audition. Because he did audition. Okay. Degrassi. So they're, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. It means you get to use emojis now. It seems like they're blown away by his audition. Okay. According to James Gunn, because he posted this on Twitter. He confirmed this on Twitter or X. He did not say this is not true. He confirmed this is accurate. It seems like him and whoever else were blown away about his audition for the role of Clayface. And it is going to be Matt Hagen. I think it will be Matt Hagen. Okay, Matt Hagen. Because Matt Hagen, even though they kind of reworked it a little bit of Mike Flanagan, still technically Mike Flanagan's story. Mike Flanagan is inspired by the two-part episode origin story in the anime series. It's going to most likely be Matt Hagen, and younger people will understand. Older people, not so much. But still, Carlo is not. It's not the Clayface people grew up with from the 90s. Okay? Okay? You gotta look at it like that. Okay? I'm sure they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Okay? They know what they're doing, guys. Of course they know what they're doing. Okay? James Gunn and everybody. They know what they're doing with their universe. Okay? And look. They were never going to announce it. They were never going to announce. Now it's 100% confirmation that they're not going to announce who's playing Clayface at San Diego Comic Con. That's not happening now. With this coming out today, randomly, and if you're expecting like if you're expecting big announcements at Comic Con, I'm sorry. From DC this year, I don't expect any announcements. If you're expecting announcements to be dropped from DC anytime soon, big announcements from any big events coming up, entertainment events, I hate to burst your bubble, but don't expect that. If you really pay attention, Superman casting was not announced at a major event. Okay, but then again, Comic Con was happening, but they're on the strike. The Lanterns casting was not at a major event, not a major entertainment event, whether it's a con or or whatever, a con or one of those expos or whatever, whatever, right? Lanterns wasn't the Supergirl casting. They were all dropped just out of nowhere, out of nowhere. Okay, so don't expect Batman and Wonder Woman to have the same this. Don't expect Wonder Woman to have. Don't expect Wonder Woman and Batman to be different. Okay, let Marvel do that. Marvel's not going to even be ascending goal this year, so it doesn't really matter what Marvel does this year. Okay, but so I do still expect Batman to be in this film because you kind of need Batman for this film on a random bad. I don't Boris Karloff. Where have I heard that name before? Boris Karloff. Or on a random bad. Ever heard that name? I know I heard that name before. Ah. But look, guys, like I know. You're expecting like, oh, you're gonna announce it at Comic Con. You're gonna expect to announce Batman. You're gonna announce Clayface. Nah, that's not the case. That's not the case. I guarantee you, just a Comic Con this year is just gonna be basically Peacemaker talk. On a random day, I meant. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Okay. Just laughing at something. I'm on the internet. Uh, Degrassi, I sent you an invite. There's some funny stuff today. Hey, Degrassi. Hey. Oh, okay. Boris Karloff. Okay, okay. But there's some funny things that me, Degrassi, and Sideways saw in group chats. Pretty funny. Like, man, Jarbo is losing his mind. Oh my god. Again, 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 he's losing his mind. Um, I can't say whether I like this casting or not because honestly, when it comes to an actor or actress I don't know much about, I can't give my initial thoughts right away, right? Of their acting ability, okay? Even if I saw them in one thing, I can't really give my opinion if this is a good casting or not. And I like the picture they use. The picture they use, I mean, when I saw the picture that Discussion Film used and I used on my thumbnail, yeah, the thing is, fans want the big event. They're always looking forward to the big event. Okay? I like the big event too, but I'm someone who likes to build the small, build towards the big event. Okay? And then the big event when the big event happens, whatever that is, that's when excitement happens, explosion happens, reactions happen, right? Too much anticipation. They have too much, expectations. Too much expectations in movie studios. Okay. Um, so I can't really give my opinion on the actor. I only seen him in one thing. I don't even know who he was in the movie. I don't know who the actor was in the movie anyway. But the return. Um, so I can't really give my opinion on that if I like the casting at all. Okay. But as I say, I may say someone's a bad actor, but even bad actors, in my opinion, bad actors sometimes have a good role. Vice versa, sometimes great actors sometimes are bad in specific roles. But with a guy whether it's with a guy or a female actor that I have no clue about or haven't really watched their stuff, I can't give my opinion. I can't give my opinion, okay? And I'm not one of those persons that say it's because of the look, the look, the look. Oh, he doesn't have the look of like what the fuck, man? This is acting. You know what they do in acting? There's a wardrobe for a reason, okay? Wardrobe for a reason, okay? You can make the ugliest guy or ugliest woman look hot in a movie, and you can make the hottest woman or hottest guy look ugly in a movie. All right, there's wardrobe, there's makeup, it's prosthetics, whatever. It doesn't matter about the guy's looks. Okay, okay. I, so I can't give my I can't give you my thoughts on this guy's acting ability if he's the right role for this movie because I haven't really seen him in things besides The Return. And it's only one thing. I can't give you my opinion based off one thing I've seen him in either. I have to be a little bit more in depth with the guy. I have to see other things, right? Other things the guy, the actor is in. Obviously, James Gunn, they all know about him. Every studio, every casting director, every director knows about actors that people don't talk about or don't know well, and they're kind of quiet, right? They're not the big names, right? Or at least not the biggest names, but well known enough by the general public, right? They know more than us. They know more than us. Okay, so yeah, okay. That's my thoughts on that. Clayface. Tell me this. What are your guys' thoughts? Like, you have any thoughts on the actor or no? I can't. Like I said, I can't give you my opinion on him. How are you doing today, Degrassi? I know you're having a little fun today, right, Degrassi? You were having fun. If you're still in the chat, buddy, I know you're having fun today. Uh, so yeah, watching the Stanley Cup. Florida's about to win the Stanley Cup, the championship in hockey. That's about to happen. Uh, 45 seconds left. And I know Red is probably gonna troll me. I don't know where blinded is. Okay. I don't know where blinded is. Um, but yeah, okay. Let's moving on to other DC news. Let's pull up this thread. Let's see if I can find it. Something very important. Let's see if I can find it. Shit. Okay, finish up late dinner. Oh, so Florida just won the cup. Okay. This is the interview from Rolling Stone. Remember the expectations on Chapter 1 slate? They thought it was going to be like the MCU Phase 1. Like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Aquaman, Green Lantern, Rose, Finest, Justice League. Yep. Okay, so I have to bring this from this community group I'm in, the DC community group. The administrator who created the group basically outlined everything from the Rolling Stone interview because I believe Rolling Stone's by paywall, and you have to pay to fucking read the Rolling Stone article, and I'm not paying the Rolling Stone article. Okay. So the good guy he did a recap of what James Gunn said in the Rolling Stone article, and we're gonna take a look at it, and then let's talk about other stuff. Okay, DC related. Okay, so let's go down. So Supergirl, Tower. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow has officially been retitled to Supergirl. Yeah, I'm not surprised to be retitled to Supergirl. Remember, Superman Legacy is retitled to Superman. Supergirl retitled to Supergirl of Woman of Tomorrow. Pay for corn. It's good to see you. Okay, pay exactly 36K. Me either. Even if it was like Jeff Snyder $1 to pay. But yeah, I'm not surprised, guys. Like I think neither of you guys are surprised. I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but I'm saying I think we agree that I think most of us agree. I mean, I said we. I know it's one of my pet peeves, but I think in this case we do agree that we're not surprised that Supergirl Woman Tower is going to be called Supergirl tomorrow, not Tower. Oh my God, I said Tower. Why am I saying Tower? Okay. Oh, ridiculous. June 26, 2026, it comes out next year. Okay, now here's something interesting. James Gunn reveals an untitled film was killed due to poor screenplay. Everybody wanted to make this movie. It was greenlit, ready to go. The screenplay wasn't ready, and I couldn't do a movie where the screenplay is not good. So, what movie do you think that is? I know Degrassi says his authority, right? That's what you told me, Degrassi. Correct me if I'm wrong. You think it's authority? Other people in the comments believe it's Sergeant Rock, right? The Sergeant Rock, right? America wins again. Shut up, right? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. See? I knew it. But some people suggest it's Sergeant Rock. Some people think it's Authority, and I don't like Sergeant Rock. Seems like on a back burner, right? Right, it's on the back burner to next year, right? Possibly next year. It's like, yeah, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna work on Sergeant Rock now. We'll just wait till next year. We have a clear idea if we're gonna do Sergeant Rock. Maybe it's the Authority, right? It's a movie, right? They said it was a movie, right? They just say it's a movie, not a TV show, right? Film. So yeah, film. So maybe it is the Authority. Maybe it is the Authority. Okay. Maybe that's why James Gunn is said in last week. Was it last week? In an interview that came out last week, right? Where potentially he basically in quotation marks he's writing a sequel for Superman, but not really a sequel for Superman. Maybe that's it. The Huntress. Okay. Okay. Maybe that's it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm on like. Will he come out and say what movie it was? What the like whatever become public? I want it to become public. I want it to become public. Okay, make it public. Make it public, James Gunn. Make it public. Make it public. Okay. Now we'll go back to Superman. We'll go to Superman here. Superman will explain how Lois can't see past Clark's glasses. It comes up again later in the movie and it explains, she says. We mention it. And it's one off people chuckle. But there's stuff later in the movie about the glasses that are canon. That's canon in the comics. Yeah, I mean, it's really. I think it's really, really stupid, honestly. The glasses, like, it's one of the stupidest things in Superman. But it works, right? Two Authority members are just a Supergirl. Maybe Sergeant Walker helped Canada win the Cup. But he's American. He won't really help the Canadians. I don't know any Canadian DC heroes. I know Canadian Marvel heroes. Who the hell is Canadian DC? Can anybody tell me a Canadian DC hero? Okay. All right. But yeah, like the glasses thing is kind of corny as fuck, really, if you really think about it. But it's a staple in Superman, so it works. I mean, like, right? You can't really get rid of that. Okay. I sound like Jarble, right? Gunn says he wanted the Superman to be vulnerable. I see other things. Who would beat who? Homelander or Superman or fucking whatever? Adam Warlock or Brightburn? And I'm like, this is a fucking stupid conversation. Like, so then whoever wins this fight means they're the best because I just go out and write God, man, who can destroy you with a ring? And I win. I win all the fights forever. But I know one Superman who can punch planets and also creating a whole universe now. So what's a girl with rings gonna do in the face of all that? So he's a little less powerful. Green Lantern Guy is pretty fucking powerful. They're all pretty powerful. MCF a flat win. I love this. I love this. I love this. He basically calls out people that think Superman has to be unbeatable, right? Can't get hurt physically. Like, he's impossible. He could possibly the harm. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Anybody who thinks any hero that is not vulnerable, then that hero to me, whether it's physically or mentally, that hero to me is not interesting. There's no growth for that hero. And I'm gonna see what this this interaction is, and I'll come back to this. Okay, I'm back. This nothing important. Okay. Of course, like Superman, like this idea that Superman can beat anybody, can beat anybody. Superman, like guys, it's not the most powerful character in the DCU, man. Okay, I'm in DC. I'm sorry, there's more powerful characters than Superman. Okay, in DC. Okay, okay. You gotta remember, he's an alien. He is an alien, and I think on his planet, he's weaker. I think on Krypton they don't fly. Alien, I think it's only on Earth they kind of fly and stuff. I don't know, but he's weak. He's there's stronger characters in DC than Superman. Okay, sorry, like it's a fact. Okay, okay, and there's Marvel characters are stronger than Superman. I mean, like sorry, like Superman is not the strongest comic book character of all time. Connor McDavid is not going to go to the Anaheim Ducks. 2 years, 33 million. He'll probably go to, if he left, if he leaves Edmonton, he's going to Toronto. He's going to his home city, man. He's going to Toronto. But yeah, he needs to be vulnerable. It makes sense. Okay, so guys, I joked about this a couple times, like last year or in the past, right? In the past about DC and Marvel teaming up to do a movie together, like Marvel Studios and DC Studios doing a Batman I'll live them all, doing a movie together. I was joking about that. I think a lot of us were joking about it, but apparently, this was actually what's being talked about. Being talked about. It's actually was on potentially on the table. A Marvel DC crossover is this could easily happen, but simultaneously to that, I think it would be interesting. But I also think that people are a little over it. I don't, no, I don't think people are over it. Gunn, I like you, man, buddy, but I disagree with you here. I think people, if DC and Marvel Studios came out tomorrow and said DC versus Marvel movie year 2028 after Secret Wars. I don't think people are tired of that. I think people are going to be overly excited for that happening. Sorry, Gunn, I disagree with you there, buddy. I disagree with you that. I mean, come on. Everybody here would love to see a DC versus Marvel movie. Maybe not Degrassi. I'm kidding. I don't know Degrassi. Okay. I think people want to see good stories. Sure, people want to go see stories, but you could do good stories with DC versus Marvel. You could do that um, with their superheroes, and that's what matters. They need more variety, and they need just more quality stories. And just having Spider-Man and Superman team up isn't going to do it if it's shit. So it's got to come from a real place, and it's really hard to make that work. Sure, but people. His thing is, you don't have to have a good story for DC and Marvel. People still go up. People still see it. Okay, like here, gun. Hot take, guys. Hot take. If DC and Marvel Studios, really deep hot take. Hot take that probably never happened. Never happened. But DC versus Marvel. If DC Studios, Warner Brothers, and Disney, Marvel Studios and DC Studios announce a DC versus Marvel movie, and it says like Justice League and the Avengers / X-Men, whatever, that movie will make it 3 billion. 3 billion. 3 fucking billion. Okay? 3 billion. It'll be the first movie to make 3 billion. Now it's an extreme hot take because I don't think this will ever happen. But the possibility, the idea that it was actually being discussed, makes me maybe a glimmer of hope, but it's false hope. I don't think this will happen. But people are not tired of this. People want this. People will be excited for this. If this ever happens. I don't normally to go ape ship. Okay, like come on. James Gunn has begun writing his next DC film. Nothing yet. I'm just getting into it. I really have a hard time writing when I'm in late stages of post production. Of course, because yeah, I understand you're more focused on post production of your current film. So yeah, that would definitely get involved. That would definitely interfere with writing your new film, which we're almost done. But I really have a hard time. I usually start heavy writing the day whatever my last movie comes out. I write treatments first, so I'm a couple treatments in. Treatments? What are you doing? You're like, what's that? You go to a doctor. You write journals and stuff. Brad Tavares. Who's Brad Tavares? Who the hell is Brad Tavares? There's no player named Brad Tavares, bro. Okay. Now he's focused. He's turned his focus to. Yeah, exactly, TJ. Exactly. Normals would love that. A DC and Marvel? Come on, like if you have Superman, Batman, Spider Man, the X Men in the same film together, that's guaranteed That's guaranteed I think that's $3 billion hit, man. I think they could cost $3 billion threshold. I think that's the one movie that could get to $3 billion. Okay, like Batman gets you a lot, Spider Man gets you a lot, X Men could get you a lot. Superman would probably get you less, maybe on par with X Men, but in Avengers, come on, okay. Sorry, but like, what is hockey? Okay, what is this? I'm gonna see what this notification is. And I'll be right back. Oh, it's discussion film. Let's see what discussion film has to say. Oh, 15 years ago, Toy Story 3 released in theaters. Don't care about that. I meant John. I don't know what brain was thinking. James Gunn can't fight. Okay. Oh yeah, so like James Gunn, he spoke out against Marvel. Marvel. Currently, Batman is DC's main priority. Gunn confirms he is not planning to brave it above himself, but working closely with the writer to ensure it's an executive right. Doesn't want to make a film simply because it's Warner Brothers' biggest character, but because there are needs for him to DCU. Perfect sense. Perfect sense. Perfectly sensibly made comment there because I know Batman's the DC's cash cow. Don't care about Buzz freaking lightly. I don't care about an anniversary of a 15-year-old movie, okay? I don't care about fucking anniversaries of movies that much. Whoopie do. Okay? What are we gonna do? Have a parade for every anniversary of a movie? Oh, the 10 year. This is a 10. This is a 10 year. Let's have a parade. Let's have a holiday. Let's have a holiday for Revenge of the Sith. Toy Story 30. Yeah, China #1. But yeah. I mean, obviously, Batman is their cash cow. But I like this sense of thinking. He has to be an important role in the DCU. Batman has to be an important role, and you have to write him for how important he'll be in the role, not just for the sake of money, right? Also, I forgot to read here. Described as not exactly the same as Reeves' Batman, but yet not campy. I have the sense where his Batman. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. His Batman is going to resemble the animated series, kind of like Batman, where that Batman had a darkness to him, a mysterious to him, but a Hong Kong Batman, Chinese Batman, right? A darkness and mysterious to him, but he also had like a little bit of a lightheartedness to him, right? Little bit. I feel like that's the Batman they're going to, okay, towards to. I just believe that's. I just have a feeling. I mean, that's the kind of Batman they want. It's kind of a little similar to the anime series of Batman, that version of Batman, right? Which I'm fine with because people love that Batman. Uh, he was dark, mysterious, right? Stuff like that. He still had that inner demons, his demons, but also he was compassionate, caring, and a little bit. He had a little bit of jokes, right? He smiles a couple times, you know. Shut up, Connor McDavid's not a free agent until next year, buddy. I like that. James Gunn confirms that Batman Part 2 is not cancelled. We don't have a script. Matt Sloan, let him take his time. Let him do what he's doing. God, people are me. Let him do his thing, man. Man. Okay. So yeah, everybody thinks that Batman 2 is canceled. It's not canceled. It's not canceled, man, obviously. There are people want a narrative. People want the Batman Part 2 to be canceled. Certain people want this movie to be canceled, right? I mean, well, let's be honest. Let's be honest. There's certain people out there that want the whole fucking DCU to be canceled. And it doesn't matter what's in the DCU. It doesn't matter if it's the DCU stuff or Elseworld stuff. It doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. We know what we're talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. And you got people also, threatening to call people's moms too. I can't believe that. I can't believe that's true. I can't believe it. I can't. I'm sorry. I just really like. Don't make me call your mom. Remember the Green Ranger? What the fuck? Like what? What? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, a little bit Degrassi. Yeah, but like, come on, guys. Like people want to create a narrative, right? People want to create a narrative about everything in the entertainment world. Oh, this is gonna, especially the Batman. People want the DCU to fail. I mean, look, you know what's funny as fuck today? I can't believe I'm doing this, but John Camp and Robert Burnett called out the Snyder Cult today. Called out the fucking Snyder Cult. They did. And that's not, if I did, I got the bill that says Ryan Coogler directs back Superman. I mean, Warner Brothers is interested in bringing him back, right? For something. They clearly, after Sinners and Creed, is it Creed? Is Creed Warner Brothers? Yeah, I think Creed's Warner Brothers. They clearly have some interest in bringing Ryan Coogler back. But who, obviously, like, I think a lot of the studios should go after Ryan Coogler. He hasn't made a bad movie yet. Like, honestly, name me one bad movie he's done. You can't. Okay? I know some people didn't like Black Panther 2. Yeah, Black Panther 2 was not nearly as good as the first one, but that movie's successful. Okay? But yeah, like John Camp and Robert Burnett, they really went after the Snyder Cult today. And the reason why, you guys saw, was it yesterday or the day before when you saw that Reddit page when someone, that person, don't make your car. This is it. Yes, thank you. That was fucking hilarious. Waterpack. Clayface is not a series, but remember that Reddit page about that person, that Snyder cult, that Snyder insane, that Snyder demented person was trying to convince people how to sabotage the box office of Superman. John Campia and Robert Burnett really laid into that guy today on a video from his stream, from their show. I actually put in the chat. Yeah, these guys are mentally disturbed. That's it. They're mentally disturbed. You know me. These are being put in an institution. I think the Snyder Cult people should be put in an institution. I think they really need to be looked at by a psychiatrist. China number one. China. But I really do think they really need a psychiatrist to put him some meds to get him back to reality. You know what it's like? You ever see Silver Linings Playbook? Such a great movie. Silver Linings Playbook. If Yana Dork, remember? Not Yana Dork. It's that Reddit page. Remember Reddit page we saw? Uh, that person trying to. I forgot. The person was trying to. You know what? Here, get these tickets, reserve tickets, but don't pay. You know, remember that page? If Gunn fired the first shot, stuff like that. Remember that guy? So you know this. You know what this Snyder Cut reminds me of? Reminds me of Silver Linings Playbook. That Silver Linings Playbook is a great movie, right? The Bradley Cooper movie, Robert De Niro and Jennifer Lawrence. I remember Bradley Cooper's character suffers from like bipolar, right, disorder, and stuff like that. And he always believes he's gonna get his wife back. He's gonna win over his wife and get his wife back, right? Even though that's no chance of happening, right? That's what the Snyder Cult is. They believe they're gonna get what they want back. It's like accept it, man. You're not getting what you want. Like seriously. It's yeah, like the Snyder Cut. It's Bradley Cooper from that movie. Bradley Cooper from that fucking movie, okay? Delusional. Okay? Snyder's Living Playbook. That's what they call them. But you know what movie I'm talking about. Remember, right, guys? Like, if you see that movie, remember Bradley Cooper's so obsessed with getting his wife back, even though his wife has like a restraining order against him and has moved away after he gets checked into a hospital for after being sentenced, right? Being sentenced for beating up the guy that she's in the shower with, like brutally beating him up, right? Yeah, y'all remember that? So yeah, that's what they're all. And how do I remember that? Why did I use the Silver Linings Playbook? Because I just watched it on TV a couple days ago, and that's what I thought about. Oh my God, they're delusional. They're fucking delusional. They're the same people. They're delusional. Okay. I got my blindness here. Robert is into Batman. Tom hasn't Robert. James got the Batman, the Raven of both. You're a hilarious guy, man. You're a fucking hilarious, Red. Yana Dork? Yeah, he's fucking stupid too. Alright, is that the end of the thread? Yeah, that's the end of the thread. Okay. Alright. Now, speaking of Marvel, while close people are readers, a due to investigate the ideas of annoying autistic kids, moms, threats to call them if they cross them, and A is a weirdo. Yeah. Yeah, like, really, like, man, that's creepy. Creepy. Jarbo, like, really? Look, I don't know old Donovan is. I don't know. But it's fucking weird. Like Jarbo, like what? What? All right. Yeah. Zack Snyder. Yeah, he's okay visually, but as a storyteller, writing and words and dialogue, things like that, he's not good at that. I know. It's crazy to me, a lifelong Superman fan, that his character has harmed so many people's psyches. Yeah, it's strange as fuck, man. Like, it's it's. I think their whole life is around Superman. Their whole life was around Superman. And yeah, Treble's finding people's numbers weird as fuck. It's creepy. Man of Steel. It's like, what? Seriously, what has Superman's done to this guy? A fictional character. A fictional character. Okay, but yeah, so like, James Gunn spoke about out against not Marvel. I wouldn't say he spoke out against Marvel. He kind of spoke out against. Well, you can say he spoke out against Marvel, but he spoke out against really too much free time. Spoke out against Disney. Really, it's really Disney. Really Disney. He spoke out against, but it does refer to Marvel the most. James Gunn is giving his version of a eulogy for Marvel. The co-chairman. Sorry, I'm not sharing this. It's from IndieWire. The co-chairman and CEO of DC Studios, who also helmed MCU's Guardians of the Galaxy's chosen told Rolling Stone that it was part of the mandates for more content on Disney Plus that killed the MCU IP. Gunn pointed to how he is looking to lead WBD's DC Studios in an entirely different way, which he is. He's not, which he is. So obviously with Marvel, right? They produce a lot of shit. That's too fucking far. One day he'll fuck with someone who has resources to make sure never to fuck with anyone again. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, Jarbo has to be careful. Okay, Jarbo to me, he seems like the kind of guy who could talk shit, but and not back it up when it escalates to a point where someone may actually do something, because guess what? There's YouTuber. I mean, boogie happens to some people. Sorry. All right. Um, but yeah, so obviously with Marvel, he's right. Right, he did put a lot of stuff on. Yeah, someone with resources desire to move with someone. I mean, Jarbo does it to himself a lot, Degrassi, but with someone with resources, just could exaggerate it. Not exaggerate, exaggerate it. Is that the word? Exaggerate? Not exaggerate, but the other word, like just not can make it worse. He's got issues, yeah. But here, guys, like, yes, he's right about Marvel, Disney Plus. Remember, there was a lot of Disney Plus shows for Marvel, right? In early years, right? 2021, we had like 4 or 5. 2022, we had 3. Exactly, Degrassi. He's a tough guy. There's a reason he's hated. And they're winding down, right? They're getting down. Marvel's getting down to 2 shows a year. Next year it's gonna be 2 shows. This year is actually technically 3 shows. Ironheart is next week, which I'll talk about, guys. I have to talk about Ironheart. Um, my plan for Ironheart is okay. My plan to do on my this channel for Ironheart, and then Wonder Man. So they're doing 3 shows, but next year they're going back to 2. And then they said, "EX, right your face." And then they said, "He blocked RJ now." Really? Wow. Then they said, their mandate is to do 1 or 2 Marvel shows a year. That's what it said a couple weeks ago. An article, an article about what their mandates for their content on how many movies a year, how many TV shows, and how many how many TV series, live action TV series, and how many animated series, things like that. Scared of RJ. All right. That wasn't fair. It wasn't right, and it killed them. So he's not blaming Marvel Studios. He's not blaming Marvel Studios. He's kind of blaming the Disney management, Disney, the higher ups. Gunn said of the Disney studio demand for Marvel projects, which led to so-called Marvel MCU fatigue at the box office prior to Thunderbolts. I don't know the MCU. The thing is, here's the thing about MCU fatigue. 2022, Marvel did really well at the box office. Like, no, don't get me wrong. None of their movies made $1 billion. None of their movies made $1 billion in 2022. But Doctor Strange got close. Thor: Love and Thunder made over 700 million, and I think Black Panther 2 made over 800 million. 800 million. Okay, and Spider-Man technically almost made 2 billion, or might have made over 2 billion. I think Spider-Man No Way Home did make over 2 billion, but that's considered a December release, right? So Marvel, I don't know, like the thing about MCU fatigue, I think it's interest fatigue. Honestly, it's interest on the characters. that people want to see. Because 2022 was actually a very profitable year for Marvel Studios, and I do think actually the budgets for those films were probably more than they were originally supposed to be because of COVID, all that. Because I remember, it's like I was watching Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness credits, right? I'm like, oh my god, these credits are like 15 minutes long, and I saw they have to have all the people that the people that did safety for COVID, right? Because they filmed that during COVID in England, right? And England was like, right? So they had everybody who did COVID for to make sure the crew was safe to film. I mean, they had everybody's name there. I'm like, oh my god, no wonder it took that long. But but it did very well at the box office. 2023 is when it was up and down. They definitely took a shot with Ant-Man because that was a bad movie. But Guardians, this movie did great. This movie did great in Guardians. Oh man, and the Marvels made a major flop. Obviously, major flop. 2024 there was only one movie, Deadpool Wolverine. That was mega success. This year so far it hasn't started off great with Captain America and Thunderbolts. Even though I thought Thunderbolts was I think a lot of people thought Thunderbolts deserved more. People should have seen it, and I think it's going to do very well in streaming. Okay, but the shows, I think it definitely burned people out, because Disney wanted, it's just people love the MCU. Just pump out as much content just pump out as much content for as you can on Disney Plus shows. Instead of focusing on, they got too greedy. Can we say they got too greedy with the MCU, and that actually hurt the MCU? Right? Can we agree that the greediness of Disney with the MCU's IP made them greedy and got too big with their head and too over, right? And that's what happened. And it really affected the MCU studios. Really affected Kevin Feige and people he's worked with. I mean, and he's not doing that with DC Studios, right? Because remember, DC Studios, right? 2 movies a year, except for this year, and 2 shows a year, right? At least 1 or 2 shows a year, right? He's not going to overexpose like the Marvel Studios. Now, Marvel Studios, to me, 3 movies a year to me is not overexposed. I'm okay with 3 movies if it's spread out, right? If it's spread out, right? Through a 12-month schedule, 3 movies a year is fine. If you ask me, 2 movies a year is fine too. But I'm okay with 3, right? I'm okay with 3. They said 1 to 3 is the minimum is 1, and the max is 3 movies a year. Disney Plus, I'm okay with 1 a year, but I'm okay with 2 unless it's really spread out. Okay, spread out. What happened to the Whipperverse Plus? Maxwell Lord is Kevin Feige. Okay, so like over the years, I do think the output from Marvel Studios is getting less and less. Clearly, this year they have 2 more live action shows and 1 movie. So they got 3 more live stuff. I mean, they got the zombie show, but it's only 4 episodes. And I don't consider animation. I don't consider animation in that same category because it. All right, but yeah, we'll see. Maxwell Lord is Kevin Feige, but he's right. He's right. He's right. He's right. I'm sure everybody who's worked in Marvel Studios feels the same way. I know Kevin Feige probably deep down feels the same way too. Feels the same way. Maxwell. uh, but yeah, guys, like I'll let you all know. So I'm gonna end the stream like soon, in a couple minutes. But but I can't believe it really blocked RJ. Wow, I'm gonna talk. Wow. But okay, so what I was gonna say about Ironheart, I'm not talking about what I think of Ironheart, right? I'm just talking about what I plan to do for Ironheart. Okay, what I plan to do. How am I going to review Ironheart? Because I will watch Ironheart. I think with Ironheart, I'm not going to do like right. There's 3 episodes premiere next Tuesday, right? 3 episodes next year, right? Next week, Tuesday. I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch the premiere episode of Ironheart. Okay. Bob Iger. Oh, it's Bob Chapek didn't help either. But so next week is Ironheart. But I'm not watching the premiere. I'm not watching the 3 episodes right on Tuesday. I don't feel like I have the need to do that. Because I don't feel like excited for Ironheart as I felt for like Daredevil and some other Disney Plus shows. So I'll be streaming. RCU. I'll be streaming something next Tuesday. I'll watch. I'll watch. I'll watch Ironheart later in the week. Or later in the week, Ironheart. Then I'll watch the final 3 episodes the week after because I think I'm gonna review Ironheart in one setting. I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch Ironheart. I'm not gonna do a review after the first 2 episodes. I'm gonna review Ironheart after all the episodes are out. After I watch the whole show, that's how I'm gonna do it. Right after all the 6 episodes, I will view Ironheart in all one setting. Really, RJ's tweeting about it. I gotta see this. Okay, so that'll be in 2 weeks. Then 2 weeks in, I'll talk about Ironheart. Review of Ironheart. Because I won't be watching it next Tuesday because I'll be on this stream, doing something on this channel. Oh yeah, wow, yeah. I gotta check that out. So yeah, tomorrow there'll be a stream. Thursday there'll be a stream. Saturday there'll be a stream. Sunday it'll be AEW Detracts episode 3. I got some video candidates so far for that potential show. Some YouTubers that you're familiar with, obviously, that I may do on Sunday. Okay, for AEW Detracts. I already have some candidates. Okay, for Sunday. Things could change, right? Things could change. It could be new candidates, new nominations. And you could always, guys, feel free to always DM me in the chat ideas or videos I could detract on Sunday. Always feel and DM me that, all right? Always feel free to send me that. Okay? I do it to some people, right? So yeah. Okay. I feel bad for the actress. There's people hating on her just for being black and well, Jessica Bell does have a bad video. Does have a bad video on Superman. It has another bad video today, but she does have a bad video on Superman trailer. That's actually one of the candidates. That video that came out a couple days ago about Superman. Actually, she released a video on the same day I did. I saw Snarky J. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, they're all candidates. Probably not Grace because I don't find interest in Grace right now. But maybe Campy. I don't know. Just about my bitch. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, guys, for sure. Band's over for you. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay. I'll be making a video tomorrow, guys. There'll be a video tomorrow, so that you all know. I'll be back tomorrow and Thursday and Saturday and Sunday. Okay? But yeah. Oh, Springsteen? Yeah, that looks, yeah. Interesting. But yeah. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below.